I'm back. I'm back. Looking like a snack. Looking like a snack.
Girl, you looking like a snack.
No. So, I'm remaking another video I once made, which is a base and brows routine. I made it once before and it was probably bad, and it's probably going to be bad again. So, yep. So, to start off with, I'm going to grab a mirror. This is the I don't know why I'm telling you what it is, because like it's just for the mirror, so you can use whatever you want that has a mirror. It's a me, Blythe the Dream. So I'm gonna grab my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water, and it's nearly empty, and I just bought a new one because Tasmania does not have Mecca yet, and we're getting one soon. People have already been being told that they've got jobs there, so woo, bring it on, girl. So I'm just gonna like spray that shiznit all over my face, and if I like cover my face up with the mirror or whatever, don't at me, because what am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
I'm gonna grab some primer. This is the Maybelline Superstay Primer. Don't know whether that's an Australian, European exclusive or some shit, but if you don't have it then just use whatever primer you want to. I just bought it because it was half price at Coles, so yeah. So just put some on your hand, and then I just realised I'm doing fucking no mirror makeup challenge. What am I doing? Probably gonna look shit anyway. I love how people in makeup tutorials, they're like, disclaimer, I have no study, I am not a professional, like, whatever. And here's me, like, spent a year at TAFE doing a fucking makeup course. Still probably shit at it, but anyway. Who gives a fuck? Obviously, I wouldn't do it like this if it was a client, but we are not professionals.
We are not professionals!
Okay, I'm going to start off with a foundation stick, which is probably about, 7 years old, but who gives a fuck? It has like fucking so many grams in it that I was never going to use it. And my rule is, if it costs more than $2, then it goes off when I finish it, okay? And if you're like some kind of rich bitch, you could use the hourglass sticks, but I'm not going to because I don't give a fuck. This is probably like way too dark for my skin, but I'm only gonna put on a really like small layer of it, just like, I can't even see with this mirror. I usually do my makeup in front of a huge mirror, but it's a really ugly place to film. I nearly said film. It's an ugly place to film. So that's why I'm doing it in my bedroom on my bed. So now I'm just taking this fucking like New by Nature, but they're a dupe of the Artiste brushes. So if you have them, like any kind of paddle brush will do. This foundation's actually kind of okay because obviously it was just summer here in Australia. And I'm gonna use some like highlighting. Don't forget to go down your neck so you don't get that delicious slut line. Okay, so I just like finished rubbing in that, buffing it in with this oval brush. So now I am going to grab my eyebrow stuff. So I start off with a clear eyebrow gel to basically smooth them. This has no packaging left on it, but I know it was from, it says Love Brow on it. It was from Kmart and it probably cost like $2. or $1 actually. And just personally, I find that clear eyebrow gel, don't bother buying expensive brands. Just buy whatever, because like if you're going to be doing other stuff to your eyebrow, it doesn't really matter. Unless you like really care. And to be honest, I don't care that much.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Like, I'd rather spend money on like lip products or highlighters or, you know, eyeshadow palettes or something. So once that's done, I have 2 different color eyebrow tints. I have a light brown and a dark brown, and these are by Australis, but I know that Benefit has Gimme Brow and lots of different places have different ones. So I take the light color and I feather that through the start of my eyebrow. So yeah, just got the darker color right here, just gonna pull it through the end of the brow. Now to finish off those bitches, I'm just going to grab my favourite eyebrow colour, which is by Ingler, and it's just in this one, and like a square brow brush. And I'm going to go through and kind of give it a little bit more defined shape, but not fill it into the, so it looks like, you know, a square block on my face. Just going to finesse it with this little brow brush. So now that I've filled my brows in, I'm just going to take a concealer. This is just a cream concealer by MAC. I'm going to take this one right here and a tiny little brush, and I'm going to trace around my brows and blend it out. So I just grabbed a bit on that brush and I am going to carve out the brows. Get a bit more. Now I'm going to go outline the other one.
2 hours later.
So you can see now I carved out those brows. I'm just going to blend it out with a flat brush. Just roughly blend it out first, making sure not to get any concealer on the brow. So now I'm going to grab that same oval brush that I had before and just make sure that it's completely meshed with the skin, melting into the skin and, you know, blending with the foundation stick that I put on before. Now I'm going to do some concealer. So I'm just going to do a little bit of concealer under the eyes with this Kat Von D Whiteout concealer. So I just grabbed the wand. If I was doing this on a client with cream products, and the same with this, I would have put it on the back of my hand and kind of warmed it up on the back of my hand and then used a brush. But since these are my personal products, I'm just going to put some under the eyes. So lots of people bring it out in a big triangle. I find that gives just unnatural, heavy, cakey results. Too much concealer, you don't need that much concealer, especially if you're young. Well, and then when you're old, when you're young, you have not many bags, so you don't need it. And when you're old, you might think that you would need it, but on more mature skin, it's just going to go cakey and crease into the lines and look worse anyway. So no one needs that much concealer. Unless, of course, you're digging the too much concealer look. I mean, I don't know, you could like paint mushrooms all over your face, and if that's how you want to look, that's how you want to look. There's no rules with makeup.
Not trying to have a preach moment, but it should not be a phenomenon if a girl decides to or not to wear makeup. If you want to beat that face down, then beat it down. If you want to go natural, then go natural. Do you, boo-boo. Be happy.
So, before using this, if I use this straight away, it would kind of get like little splodges everywhere. So I'm going to first roughly blend it out with the same flat brush I used to blend out the eyebrow concealer. So now I can take that oval brush and just blend it out quickly. So as soon as we've done that, we're going to want to set the under eye. So just grab some translucent setting powder, or if you have darker skin, like a banana setting powder, because you can get a white cast from translucent if you have darker skin. And this is an Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques, and I grab a fair bit under the eye on the brush. A lot of people bake with beauty blenders, but I do it with a brush usually, because I find water and powder don't really mix very well. And yes, it'll go all over your top. So if I was you, I would get changed after you do your makeup, not before. Just be careful when you put your shirt over your head not to get makeup all over it. So yeah, finished. No, I'm kidding. So we're gonna grab some face powder. Just gonna there's none left. Hey Tara, you want some? This bitch empty. So I got another face powder, evidently a cheaper one, because once I ran out of the expensive one, I must have decided to get a cheap one. So this is the Matte Maker by Maybelline. I've actually got quite a few Maybelline products. I didn't realise that until just then. So basically, I'm going to swirl my big oval fluffy brush, and I'm going to set the rest of my face that isn't set by the, you know, the white powder, well, translucent powder. And then I'm going to just swipe away that translucent powder. So now I'm just going to grab that clear brow gel again, and I'm going to sweep that over the eyebrows, because it'll get rid of any like powder that have stuck onto the eyebrows. Now all we got to do now is contour. So I've got a few different options. I got the Tarte's I got the Tarte's Pro Glow, and the Sculpt powder there is pretty good. It smells like cocoa, but I think I might actually, I've got shit all over my Duna cover. Not real shit, but you know, makeup shit. I think I'm actually just going to use this Riri Loves MAC Rihanna contour shade. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour my nose very lightly, because I have a very small nose. I actually contour my nose to make it look a bit bigger and sharper, because it is a very small button nose and it kind of disappears into my face a tiny bit. So I get a bit of contour, I just dab onto this tiny little oval brush. Then all I do is I gently kind of stroke down my nose to get a bit of a contour happening there. Now I'm just going to do the other side. Now lastly I'm going to contour my cheeks. So I just use a duo fibre brush. I get a tiny bit of powder and I just gently, with almost not even touching, only just touching, I contour my face. Same thing on the other side. get the powder brush again and just blend it in. So there you go, guys. That is my full base and brow routine.
What do you think?
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 So basically, if you want to watch any of my upcoming videos, my tutorials, they're going to start from there. So just watch this video and then you're all set for the other ones. So I don't always have to show you everything from like primer, foundation, setting powder, eyebrows, everything. I can just go straight from blush and highlight and eye makeup. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I love you. Bye. I hope you caught that.
Bye, bitch.